May I come?
Please come.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Shatakshi Sinha. Please have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
So, you are from Jabalpur.
Yes, sir.
And you have sociology as a subject and you have studied sociology also.
Yes, sir.
Appeared, this is fourth time.
Yes, sir.
What happened earlier?
So in my first 2 attempts, I could not clear prelims. First attempt, I was underprepared, but I was overconfident that I'm prepared. But
Overconfident the.
Yes, sir, but I was underprepared. So I then rectified my mistake and cleared prelims in my third attempt. Then could not clear
आपने
mains.
इसमें मीडियम इंग्लिश लिखा हुआ है आपका?
Yes, sir.
तो हिंदी में बोलेंगे आप वहाँ पर? कैसे रखेंगे?
Sorry, sir.
हाँ.
Sorry, sir, my mistake.
हाँ. आप हिंदी में ही वहाँ पर मतलब आप चेंज कर सकते हैं?
No, sir. I forgot. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay, good. See, Madhya Pradesh. What was its earlier name during British time?
So it was Central Provinces and Barar.
Central Provinces, Madhya Bharat. What was its name?
So it was, I think it was Central Provinces and Barar.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Madhya Pradesh. Ma'am.
Yes, sir.
How many states have a boundary with Madhya Pradesh?
So there's Rajasthan, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra.
Okay. My question was, how many states have a boundary with Madhya Pradesh? Your answer should have been, sir, numerically I cannot tell, but I will tell you the states.
Okay, sir. Sorry,
That
sir.
would have been better.
Okay, sorry, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And cleanest city is Indore.
Yes, sir.
Still it is cleanest.
Yes, sir. I've been to.
Why other cities in Madhya Pradesh, they are not following footprints of Indore?
So they are following. Indore is the cleanest, but there is more civic awareness and more campaigns in Indore. Other cities are also following, like the place I belong to in Jabalpur.
Which is the second cleanest
In Madhya Pradesh, sir.
in India?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware.
Okay. In Madhya Pradesh?
No, sir. I'm not
What
aware.
about your own district? Jabalpur.
Sir, I do not know the ranking, but the city is taking initiatives like there is a plant from waste to energy plant. So their collection is increasing. So the city is becoming more clean than what it used to be previously.
Okay. Narmada starts from which district?
Sir, it starts from Amarkantak.
Where is this?
Sir, it's on the border of Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Before it was separated.
It is not from Jabalpur?
No, sir, it's not from Jabalpur.
Okay. And important fall is there.
Yes, sir.
What is the name of that fall?
So, Dhuandhar Fall.
Dhuandhar.
Yes.
Why it is called Dhuandhar?
So, because it falls from such a height, so the water, there is so much dewy dew around. So, that's why it gives an illusion.
That is
yes,
there.
Sir.
Okay, that's why. And entire it is look like that it is cloudy.
Yes, sir.
It is cloudy. It looks like that it is cloudy.
Yes, it's smoky and cloudy. So that's
okay. Is there any bad effect of that Dhuandhar on the local people?
No, sir. It's mostly good effect. The tourism increases.
What about the visibility?
Yes, sir.
What about the visibility?
So the Dhua, that is just nearby. That I think 10 meters. That's only there.
Okay.
So
good.
Not more than that.
Why that shivling is there in Narmada only, and we don't find that kind of shivling somewhere else? Narmada shivling.
Yes, sir.
Any reason for this? Have you gone through?
So marble, Jabalpur is also marble city. The marble is of high quality.
I'm asking you,
yes,
why that marble has that kind of shivling? If we go to Rajasthan, we have a marble, but we don't find that kind of shivling.
Sir,
Any reason?
Sir, I do not know the exact reason, but I can take a guess. Sir, due to flowing water, the marbles are more softer to carve than in other areas. So I think maybe that's the reason.
No.
It's more softer and more glossier for
Its always color is brown or it is white also?
Sir, it's different. Mostly it's white, yellowish white, but there are different colors also. There's pink marble at one place. There is greenish and bluish marble at one place. So when you take a boat ride and the guide, they show that there is pink marble. There's some different variations. Mostly it's white, yellowish white.
Okay, good. And I think Madhya Pradesh is the first first state where women started getting direct cash transfer to their accounts. Mamaji, usually what is that scheme is name card?
So there are 2-3 schemes. One is Ladli Behna Yojana, and one is for the students.
No, but it is Ladli Behan. That is the famous. That's why it's a state. That was the first state.
Okay, sir.
What was the real benefit to the women? Has it really benefited to the tribal women or rural women?
So it was intended. It needs to be more rationalized. The intention to cater to the most vulnerable section that has not been much realized. There have been diversions and leakages. The most vulnerable section, who face the intersectionalities of caste.
Have you also got this amount in your account?
So largely, no, sir.
Then who are the beneficiaries? Is there any class only to that section among the women that is this amount is being given in Madhya Pradesh?
Sir, I'm not aware about the particulars, but I think there is some income criteria.
Okay, there is income slab for the women over there.
I think so. So women who...
You haven't read it?
No, sir, I'm not aware about
Read
the particulars.
It. That's why, because the interview will start from here onward. That how this has benefited to the women in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. Now other states are following. Even the government. Now it is a slogan during the political processions or something like that. Okay, so whether it is a good scheme, because 50% population is almost 50% from the women side. So Nari Shakti schemes, why they are. These are the important questions. They need to be. You should have a knowledge.
Agreed about it.
Right?
So thank you, sir.
Okay. My next question to you is really monetarily benefits that is required to the women, or something else is also required for the protection, for information, for employment? What other things are required to the women?
So in the long-term capacity building and investing in human capital is required. Education and health, and financially empowering the women so that they can earn and have more agency.
Financially, this amount is there. What other things are required to the women? Do we require other things or other items to the women or something, or not at all?
Sir, investing in their education and health, and increasing rather than direct cash transfer, increasing their participation.
In the education system, there is no reservation to the women. In general, it is not there. Everybody can come and have their education. Similarly, in case of employment, directly 33% something, there is no employment, except nowadays, now we are thinking on having in the elected bodies, in the lower we are getting, in the upper we may be getting. But what other things the government should think for the betterment of the women? That is what education, anybody can. There is no bar.
So maybe grassroots participation of women by promoting SHGs, self-help groups, and these local groups, which will give collective agency to women to argue, to fight for their rights, and to empower themselves. So I think grassroots level empowerment through this is important.
That basically it is a health issue that is important for women. Education is really important, but it is a health. They should not be anemic.
Okay,
they should remain healthy. So that, because they are to see the home,
yes, sir.
And they can see home only once they are healthy. So health is, and that is why nowadays health cards, even many schemes are there that if they come to a hospital, separate lines are there, and then proper checking or something like that. So nowadays these are the awareness that is taking up also, and it should be taken up. Okay. My next talk to you is, see the tribal in your state. The tribals are there.
Yes, sir.
And if we see that even the ladies, they are not having a proper access to the civic services. How do you, if you become a district magistrate or police officer over there, how will you take up such issues to the government, or directly helping the tribal women in your area?
So firstly, reaching out personally to visits and knowing their
Personally, it
problems
is very
first.
difficult to reach out to everybody.
So campaigns I could arrange, and I could meet and listen to them what their grievances are, and then the policies whatever is at my disposal to better targeting so that it reaches those who require. So the schemes which I would be in charge of, making sure that they reach the tribals in an effective manner, and holding the delivery channel accountable at every step, that there is no mismanagement or inefficiency or leakages in the service delivery. So that I could do.
Okay, good. And there is a social, most important is social welfare department is there in the districts also. And first you will review it. What is this? And what is not being done? Where is the gap? That need to be reviewed.
Okay, sir.
And reaching to the volunteers who are already reaching over there, so that you can talk to them, then reach to the unreached.
Okay, sir.
My last question to you is, in Madhya Pradesh, in the border districts, what is happening? That nationalism in on all those areas, and it is very difficult to satisfy people. No, you should not go for this. There are many people. Okay, you involve this. How will you segregate such divergent views in the local village or in the forest areas? There, because they are there, and then in the urban areas, nationalism there in the urban. People used to say that there is nationalism, but now the urban nationalism is there. Tribal people, then local people, rural people, they are there. How will you reach up to them and such kind of hostilities among themselves?
So firstly, at the local level, reaching out to the local leadership. People trust administration more than their counterparts who are working with them. Reaching out to them and convincing them about what administration is trying to do for them. And then secondly, for the urban Naxal issue that you said, so keeping more eye on what's happening on social media, what posts they are posting. And there's a policy of counter speech by Hyderabad police department. So they engage in countering those speeches by positive speeches and positive stories, and spreading that through social media, so that negative narratives are countered by positive narratives. So that could be done to counter these.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Shatakshi. So, what is the meaning of your name?
Ma'am, it's goddess Durga's name. Literally, it translates to Shat and Akshi, 100 eyes. There's a mythological story associated with that there was drought and famine. So sages prayed to goddess Durga to appear. So she appeared, and witnessing their pain, she started crying, and soon 2 eyes were not enough. So hundreds of eyes appeared all over her body. She cried for 9 days, and river started flowing, and there was greenery. So the name signifies compassion and nourishment.
Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Your 10th is from Nachiketa Higher Secondary School.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me that what is in about the Yam and Nachiketa. Have you heard about that?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that mythological story?
Ma'am, it's a dialogue written in Katha Upanishad. It's about
Kathopanishad. Okay.
Where this boy, Nachiketa, he engages in a debate discourse with Yamraj about what happens after life, what is the meaning of life, and the intellectual discourse. He was very curious to know, so that's the debate about.
And your graduation is from Vikramaditya College.
Yes, ma'am.
Who was Vikramaditya?
Ma'am, he's more of a legendary and symbolic figure in Ujjain's history, a legendary king. The stories of Vikram Betal and Singhasan Battisi is associated with them. A virtuous king with several...
so, is he belongs to some dynasty or not?
Ma'am, dynasty, he's a legendary figure, so historical evidence of dynasty is not there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and from Rani Durgavati Vishwavidyalaya.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the contribution of Rani Durgavati?
Ma'am, she defended her kingdom from Mughal, firstly from Baz Bahadur, and then
Which kingdom she belongs to?
ma'am, she was a Rajput princess married into Gond tribal kingdom.
Okay.
So, and was married to Dalpal, so, Gond kingdom.
Gond
it
or
was.
Gondwana?
Ma'am, Gondwana was the region. The
Okay.
name of the tribe, the tribal kingdom was Gond.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, if I'm saying that whom you influence most, the women,
Yes, ma'am.
any woman who from whom you influence, like you're inspirational.
Okay. My mother, ma'am.
No, a historical personality.
Ma'am, it might be Rani Lakshmi Bai, the way she fought her valor.
Okay. Your hobby is mandala art drawing
Yes, ma'am.
also. What is the special features of mandala art?
Ma'am, firstly, mandala, that it's made in a concentric circle. That's the basic rule. Concentric circles are made, and then symmetric patterns are laid out very intricately. So,
Okay, the sari that you wear is a handloom.
yes, ma'am.
Which?
Ma'am, it's a Taj sari from Bengal.
So
handloom.
what is the special in Taj sari?
Ma'am, it's made from very fine muslin. It's craftsmanship from Bengal.
Okay.
So, ma'am, that's it's pure 100% cotton and made from completely from hand. All the
Okay, so do you think so that especially in India we can see that the efforts a lot, especially in handloom sarees, but they are not paying, or we can say that the wages the remuneration which they are actually like, but they didn't receive. Do you think so?
yes, ma'am. It happens the level of craft.
Is there any provision or any improvement, or we can say like any project started by Government of India for the upliftment of the handloom weavers?
Ma'am, there are some policies, but I cannot recollect the exact name of the schemes right now.
Okay. Just your optional is sociology. I just want to know, especially like when we are talking about the ASHA workers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you think so that the amount or the remuneration they get, that is not appropriate? Do you think so?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the amount of work and the level of burden and responsibilities they take care of. So the amount is very meager according to what they actually deserve.
Okay. So do you think so that we need more ASHA workers in other fields also?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, it's a great concept. Reaching out to people at grassroots level, it solves a lot of problems. It bridges the gap between administration and the people. So I think the model is very good to be applicable in other fields as well, where solving things at grassroots level is required.
Okay. So ASHA worker, especially, can you say that ASHA worker is like we can say that they became the bridge in between the women and the government policies also?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, they are the bridge. The lots of services, child-related services, women-related services, awareness campaigns, especially during COVID. So they are an important pillar for service delivery in the governance.
Okay. So now my last question to you, that especially in Madhya Pradesh, what type of challenges do you think so that women are facing and we have to sort out?
Ma'am, firstly, female labor force participation rate, it is increasing like at the national level, but at the lower level, there is horizontal and vertical segregation. Women are, the participation is increasing at lower levels of job, low productivity, low wages. So I think that is required to increase women's participation at higher level, higher paying jobs.
Okay.
Firstly this, and ma'am, and then the safety issue is there, which sexual harassment at workplace, at in the domestic sphere, and in public spaces. So ma'am, I think these are the issues. Health issues, women are anemic, and the undernourished. So I think these issues are being faced by
Okay,
women.
okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
ma'am. So, Shatakshi, you are from Madhya Pradesh, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us some 3 important issues which Madhya Pradesh is facing presently?
So firstly, tribal issues, the lower rankings in health indicators, education indicators, and low representation in politics. Firstly, this. So secondly, the women issues I mentioned, and so thirdly, low participation of youth and women in political sphere.
Political sphere. Youth is not participating in the politics.
Not at the level which is required to be there.
In spite of having a number of political representations, which we have witnessed in the particularly third tier of the governance model.
Yes, sir.
So, in spite of having almost 33% or maybe more than that reservation also, I don't see it is working effectively for women empowerment.
Yes, sir. So because there are structural issues of patriarchy, the Sarpanch Pati Raj that we hear, women even after being elected, the agency is not there. So
How can we ensure that it is implemented in letter and spirit?
so awareness, creating awareness to women about their rights, what they should do, and so education, I believe, is one of the best solutions. Educating women so that they are stronger to take decisions and they could have more agency over themselves and taking decisions if they are elected. So they have the courage to assert their agency.
Can we not have any legal deterrence for such practices?
So we can have, but in the longer run, legal deterrence has less of, relatively lesser impact than social awareness. So I think social awareness and social structural changes are required.
Okay. How do we ensure economic development of the tribals? To an extent, social empowerment can be taken care of through a number of initiatives related to health and education.
Yes.
How do we ensure economic empowerment?
So using the tribal indigenous knowledge about medicines, about different cuisines, about their handlooms, like there is Gond art in Madhya Pradesh, and the local cuisines which tribals make. So that could be utilized by food processing industries nearby and promoting it at the state, national, and even international level, because there is higher demand for the indigenous things, the medicines that tribals make, and I think that would give more economic
Any
incentives.
important medicine which you can think of, which is widely being utilized with the tribal indigenous knowledge?
No, sir, I cannot recollect.
Okay, no problem. What is your opinion about socio-economic caste census?
So caste census or socio-economic?
Socio-economic caste census. Have you heard this before?
So it took place in 2011. Are you referring to that or the caste census debate?
The caste census which you are referring to, the extended version is socio-economic caste census.
Okay, sir.
Both are same.
Okay, sir.
Now you tell me.
Sir, it is important to give empirical backing to the policies which government ought to make for the...
What is your opinion?
Yes, sir, it should be there. So to give objective backing and empirical
Don't you
basis.
feel it will create further more divisions in the society rather than helping us in providing more tailor-made schemes for the vulnerable sections?
So there are some sensitivities like the cleavages that could be exploited that needs to be addressed, and there is need to move cautiously. But I think it would give an objective and strong concrete backing and better targeting who is vulnerable and to whom towards the policy should be directed.
Suppose if we implement socio-economic caste census in Madhya Pradesh,
Yes, sir.
what do you think would be its key findings?
Sir, I'm not able to
You are not aware.
analyze
Okay,
that.
no problem. I see that you are very much interested in mandala art. You highlighted that it is essentially focusing on concentric circles.
Yes.
What is the origin of this art?
So it has Buddhist origin. It originated from Tibetan tradition, the Kal Chakra Mandalas, for the promotion of Buddhism and for concentration and ultimately achieving of nirvana.
Okay. And can you name any other art forms of Madhya Pradesh?
Yes, sir. So in the handloom, there is Chanderi and Maheshwari saris, and then there is tribal arts of Gond paintings. There is Bhil paintings, and so that is what I could recollect.
Okay, okay. My last question to you: how do you? What can be the prime reason for increasing dependence of women, especially in relation to financial empowerment or in relation to financial independence?
Sorry, sir.
What is one of the major issue in women still not being more financially independent?
So lack of support at the family level, and then the safety at workplace. The women as well as their families are concerned about their safety at workplaces, and the wage disparities between men and that prevents women, and so then there are issues of health issues like menstrual issues, and these kind of issues are there that women face, and that deters them from taking productive employment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Why there is a lack of family support?
Yes, sir.
Why there is a lack of family support, you are saying? Why?
So because of the patriarchal structure of family.
That's right.
Society.
That's right. Okay. Shatakshi. Where is Shatakshi Sakambhari Peeth in India? The famous temple.
Sir, I do not know, sir.
No problem. Just tell me the name of women who participated in our national movement or freedom movement from Madhya Pradesh.
So, Subhadra Kumari Chauhan.
Freedom fighters from Madhya Pradesh.
So there was Subhadra Kumari Chauhan.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, sir. I'm not able to recollect.
What about Rani Lakshmi Bai?
So she was from Jhansi. It's part of Uttar Pradesh.
That's right. It's okay. Okay, at that time, that was part of central province. Anyway, the second question is, there is an issue of delimitation.
Yes,
you are a student of sociology.
Yes, sir.
There are some real grievances of southern states.
Yes, sir.
In your opinion, what should be the criteria other than population for this delimitation?
So the contribution the states make towards GDP, the human development indices, and yes, so these criteria could be taken into account.
This suits to liberal democracy spirit.
So along with democracy, India is also, the federalism is also one of the basic feature of the constitution. So to give enough representation to states, I think that is the way forward to go for strengthening democracy.
And what about one person, one vote and one value?
So that is the thing, but the grievances of the southern states that they implemented the population control strategies well, and which led to better human development indicators. So that is also one of the major factors that should be considered in delimitation.
Okay. Another question. What are the social determinants of international relations?
So social determinants of
international relations.
So the different racial factors are there. Different.
Just give me one example.
So, like the US withdrawing the policy of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusiveness, which gave representation to Asian, Mexican, and other races in the USA universities.
It's affecting the international relations?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Just tell me, current international situation, relations.
Yes, sir.
we are having a good relation with America. Still, they are imposing tariff on us. What should be the response of India? Should we also increase the tariff like Canada, China, or we should lower our tariff?
So what I believe is India should chart out the list of priorities where it could be accommodative, like fuel and vehicles, where India could give leverage to USA. But in sensitive areas like agriculture and light activities, India should hold its ground because to protect its agricultural interests, because that's the main exporting item of India. So I think a balance between accommodation and holding the ground would go a long way into the negotiations.
Is Mr. Trump is weaponizing the trade?
So to a certain level, yes.
What is the objective behind it?
So the growth of protectionism and protectionist tendencies, and it has something to do with internal American politics as well. The gaining the support of the industrialists who want to protect their industries from.
Do you think that it could be counterproductive?
Yes, sir. So as we have seen the downfall, the US stock market, the downfall that US stock market witnessed 2-3 days ago, and the goods, for example, 50% of pharma in USA is the generic drugs imported from India. So if the tariffs are implied, so the cost would be raised, and the disposable income to people would also be reduced. So it could be counterproductive.
Is there any parallel of this type of policy in American history?
No, sir, I am not aware about that, sir.
Okay, my last question. India relation with China.
So,
They are saying that dragon and elephant can dance together. Should we trust China?
sir, it is more layered than about trusting China, because if American politics has also to do with that. If America is reviving its Monroe Doctrine, so it is vacating space for China for its expansionist policies in Asia and the Indo-Pacific. So India has to be more conciliatory and more conciliatory towards China.
What is this Monroe Doctrine?
So Monroe Doctrine, it's USA's doctrine of Western sphere of influence, where it's more about isolationism, where it tends to focus more on America and its neighborhood than the larger European and Asian theaters.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
अच्छा, एक चीज़ बताइए कि आपको हिंदी में बोलना अच्छा लगता है या इंग्लिश में? आप हिंदी बहुत अच्छी बोल रही थी। आप यदि हिंदी में भी बोलते हैं ना तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बट यू आर वेरी गुड इन इंग्लिश आल्सो, राइट? बट bring some energy. Sometimes you are low at the last.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, very good candidate. Very good candidate. You explained, maybe sometimes your knowledge was shallow, but you were never tense, and that is positive.
Okay, sir.
Right? So, anything you want to know from us?
Sir, if you would give marks for the interview.
Okay, it is a class, that is, you are very good. No,
Okay.
we cannot give you marks at the moment.
Okay.
But you are a very good candidate.
Okay.
Some gaps are there. You have been given the hints that
Yes,
where
sir.
you are to prepare. But main is energy level.
Okay.
Be authoritative in your answer.
Okay.
Authoritative in the sense, sometimes answers, yes sir, yes, I agree with this, that is authority. And sometimes you are not knowing, can I guess? So thoda sa mild.
Okay.
So that is a way of having an energy or authoritative. Otherwise authority है नहीं sir, मैं नहीं बोल सकती.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Authority is, sir, yes, it is true. दैट इज अथॉरिटी. एंड जहाँ आपको नहीं पता है वहाँ पर सर आई वांट टू टेक ए गेस,
Okay.
सो दैट इज ए रिक्वेस्ट.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, इसको एनर्जी बोलना है.
Okay. Okay,
Getting
sir.
marks from our side is of no value. Isn't it? Improve yourself. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु
Okay.
कदाचन.
Okay,
Go
sir.
and
चलिए, गुड.
Thank
ओके, गुड लक है.
Okay, sir. Thank you.